Hey everybody, so today we are going to do a very easy eye tutorial. So first you're going to want to color in the eye whites more of a gray color. And after you do that, you're going to want to, you can either do this on a different layer or make a whole new layer. You're going to want to kind of color in the shaded part of the eyes with like the regular color of what you've selected for your eyes, so there's no like shadow over the pupil. After you do that, you're going to want to do the shading of your eye whites. So since I did it on a different layer, it's going to be easier for me, but you want to take a purpley color and you're going to want to use that for the shading of your eyes. And then you're going to want to take kind of a light orange color and kind of like do one line on the outside of the shading. Make sure that it's round too, because like eyes are normally rounded. But you're also going to want to blend that out so it's kind of smooth gradient, and then adjust the opacity to your liking. After you do that, you're going to want to add another layer and put it on multiply. You're going to want to take your pupil color and kind of follow where you put your eye white shading on your pupil. And you're going to want to do this on both eyes, again, making sure that you don't just do a straight line across. What you see here is me just tidying up the lines of my shading, because you don't want this to be on your eye white, you only want this to be on the pupil of your eye. After you do that, you're going to want to take the blur tool and only blur the outer line of your shading. And then you're just going to, again, adjust the opacity to your liking. And then after that, you're going to want to add another layer underneath that and put that on add. You're going to want to stick with the same color of your pupil. And then you're going to want to take this brush and kind of do just a simple little rounded brush stroke at the bottom of the eye, like so. It might take you a couple tries to make it to your liking, especially because one eye is kind of differently shaped because the head's at an angle, but that's okay. Once you get them both to your liking, you want to blend out the inner ring of them and then tidy up any kind of messy edges that you might have, like I do here. Because again, you only want this on the iris of your eye. You don't want this on the white, and you don't want this on the eye outline, and then just adjust the opacity to your liking. After you do that, you're going to want to add another layer, put that layer also on add, and you want to take the same brush and kind of go up at the bottom of your iris to make it however bright you would like it to be. You kind of want to create this kind of ring at the bottom of your eye, and then you want to clean up the edges, because again, you only want this on your iris. I feel like I'm repeating that a lot, but it's okay. After you do that, you want to just adjust the opacity to however you would like it. And then you're going to want to move on to add another layer. And on this layer, you're going to want to take the color of your pupil and make sure this layer is on multiply. And you're going to want to create kind of like these spiky little arches around kind of the center of the eye. I don't really know how to describe it, but it makes more sense if you just watch. After you do that, you're going to want to blend out the entire thing, the entire shape, so it kind of blends into the eye, and then again, adjust the opacity to your liking. Here, I got a little lazy, and instead of just doing the entire process again on the other eye, I just duplicated it and moved it over and called it a day. After you do that, you're going to want to add another layer on top of all your previous layers. Use the same brush that we used for the fades on the eye. Take the iris color and kind of just do a faint little line across the outline of the eye. With this, you're going to want to touch it up because you don't want this on the eye white or the iris. You only want this on the upper lid of your eye. After you do that, you're just going to adjust the opacity to your liking. Obviously, don't make it too bright, because if it's too bright, it's going to stick out way too much. And then you're going to take a sharper brush, and you're going to want to create kind of like these little triangles on the eye in the skin color. And make sure to fill those in. And then you can always take the eraser tool and sharpen those up to your liking. This kind of just adds character to the eye itself. And again, I got lazy and just duplicated it and moved it over to the other eye. And obviously, you can do that too. You can be lazy or you can just redraw it. Whatever works for you. And then, once you do that, you're going to want to add another layer. And for this, you're going to want to pick pure white and pick the roundest brush you can get and just do a tiny little dot on the very edge of your upper eyelid to kind of give your eyes a little bit of a shine to them, but not too much. Here I'm just adding little eyelashes because I thought they'd be cute and then combining on layers together. After you combine all the layers together, you can use the liquify tool and kind of push the face down, giving the eyes more kind of shape to it and more characteristic. This is obviously optional, but otherwise you'll be done. Thank you for watching. I hope this was helpful and have a good day or night.